And happening right now, a vigil to oppose the expansion of the new multi-million-dollar Orleans Parish Prison.
Now, a group is camped out against expanding this jail for special populations because they want that money to go somewhere else.
And WDSU reporter Kelsey Davis is out there right now this morning and joins us live with the details. Good morning, Kelsey.
Hey there, Charles. This group's been out here since 5 o'clock yesterday evening. They're still out here now, starting to wake up now after camping out again in protest of expansion of the Orleans Parish Jail, the jail that just opened last September. With us right now is Mr. Don Everand with the Orleans Parish Prison Reform Coalition. We've kind of been saying all morning long some of the things that you guys are against as far as expansion goes, but what is it exactly that you think should be done, I guess, to remedy this problem?
Well, the biggest remedy, we think, is to figure out how not to incarcerate people in the first place. That there are alternatives to incarceration that maybe would be more effective and more humane than actually putting people in jail. So that's the main consideration. If we don't put people in jail, then they don't need as big a jail.
And I know that there's two proposals on the table, and today is the deadline per a federal court mandate. There's one from the city they wanted to retrofit one of the floors to accommodate the situation in the meantime. The other thing from the sheriff's office is to build a 380 bed facility. That's kind of the part that you guys are really not feeling. Talk about some of the things you believe could be done in the city to better improve the city with those FEMA dollars.
Well, the FEMA dollars it's a tricky thing, and actually there was a delay in having to make the decision about this, that they put it back until January. So they gave an extra month to make a decision on it. And part of that has to do with how to use the FEMA dollars. It seems like, at least some point of view, that it has to be used for criminal justice type of things, and another point of view says it needs to be made for public safety kinds of issues, and that would open up greater possibilities on how the money could be used. So we're hoping for that side, but we're really an ordinance was passed back in 2011 that said that there wouldn't be more than 1,438 beds. And so this is an effort to get it above 1,438 beds, which we have been fighting all the way through. Our point of view would be to go with the retrofit, but also to go with the idea that people who are seriously mentally ill probably should not be in jail in the first place. They should be in some kind of other facility or some kind of program where they're not in a position of being criminalized. And the other side of it is that it was also for juveniles. That was a question that was involved as well. And juveniles should be in a juvenile facility.
Well, thank you so much. I know you guys didn't get much sleep last night. You can see people are still actually sleeping here behind us. They're going to be here for the rest of the morning at 9 o'clock. They're holding a news conference again to further discuss what they think should be done to remedy this problem here in the city of New Orleans. For now, reporting live in Mid-City, Kelsey Davis, WDSU News.